Shemai! I'm going to take a little look at this today, my new Fanner Pee-wee bass. Yes, it has been a little while coming. I'll explain why in a minute, but yeah, I have a new Fanner Pee-wee bass, but this one is fretted. So I had my Fanner Pee-wee fretless bass, 18 months ago now. So I thought it'd be nice just to have a little fretted version as well. There are some other differences to them. I'll do a proper comparison of the two at some point in the future. But today I just wanted to have a very quick first look at this little beauty, which arrived last week. So way back in October, November time, I ordered this from South Africa, Fanner electric ukuleles. They do all sorts of different models. This is a Pee-wee bass, which is tuned the same as a bass guitar, same pitch and things, but obviously much smaller with a scale of 23.5 inches. Very similar to the Kala and the Flight mini basses, but this one has been around quite a while. Okay, so why did I have to have another one? This one being fretted, the purple one being fretless, ebony fingerboard on the fretless, bird's eye maple on this one. They look very different. The most obvious differences are going to be the colour and the pickguard configuration, and of course this gorgeous, and it really is a gorgeous, bird's eye maple neck, headstock and fingerboard. And in fact the fingerboard has also got this really nice abalone block inlays on it. These are all extras that I wanted on this one. With the double pickup configuration, you also get your tone control and then a dual volume control there on the knobs. Again, I wanted a white pearloid pickguard, but I also had this one made, which is a really nice purple pickguard. At some point I will swap them over. I just wanted to have the options basically. The two basses look very different and they do actually sound quite different. I will do a proper comparison with these at some point, the two of them with sounds and everything else like that. But today I just wanted to take a first quick look with this arriving last week. Now then, I actually ordered this back in October, maybe November time, so it's been a little while. One of the reasons there was a delay, like the rest of the world, they were having issues getting hold of flat wound strings, which is what I ordered this with. This one has got, as you can hear, round wounds on it. In the end, I said, look, ship it to me with round wounds on because, yeah, I managed to get hold of some flat wounds. I went a few weeks ago when I realised there was an issue. I was already going to buy some flat wounds for the Flight mini bass, which I'm going to be doing later today. So I have got a set of flat wounds to put on this. Hence why I wanted to do a very quick look, first look at this today before I swap and put these on. So the Fanner Pee-wee basses, just like their other models of electric ukuleles, handmade in South Africa, completely customizable. Yeah, I think that's the right word. So you can choose your colour, your pickup configurations, the electronics, your pickguard colour, your neck wood. I've gone for this and it really is stunning. Bird's eye maple, that was a bit of an extra. And then I went for this lilac colour. Okay, and I was quite specific. I actually gave them the number of the colour that I wanted. Why did I want this colour? I just thought it was something a little bit different. Yes, I am a purple freak, and to me this is a shade of purple. So there we are. This is my new Fanner fretted Pee-wee bass. Price-wise, as I said, these are completely handmade, and in fact most of the components of the bass are actually handmade in South Africa as well, and with it being a complete custom instrument, just over £600, £608, and that was with the extras. The extras for me were the dual pickups, so therefore the dual electronics, a Originally it was going to have flat wounds, but it has come with round wounds. This gorgeous, and I keep saying gorgeous because it really is, maple bird's eye fretboard, neck and headstock as well. And of course, my other little extra was the extra pick guard. So £608 including shipping, and then I did have to pay an extra tax or import charge in it, which came to £70. So overall, just under £700 for this, which, yeah, it's a lot of money, especially in the mini bass world. There are more expensive ones, but for a custom handmade instrument, I really do think it's a good deal. So rather than going through all the specs in details, I'll pop them all up on the screen right now for you, but don't forget you can always pause if you want to look at it in more detail. So we will hear it in a minute. It is lovely to play. It really, really is. The neck on it is just delightful, to be honest. And even with round wound strings, and I'm not a massive fan of round wounds, it really, really is nice. I haven't really adjusted it yet. I did notice when it arrived that the G string was slightly quieter in volume, so I've just raised the pickup slightly on there. I haven't actually had a good look at the electronics inside yet. The clip at the beginning you heard, I had my pedals on, which I'll put back on in a minute. But for what you're going to hear right now, this is just bass into the amp, no effects. And if you weren't sure, these mini basses, or 23.5-inch scale, they are the same pitch as a regular bass guitar and double bass. This one is definitely, it sounds beefier than my fretless one straight away. This is where I think the double pickups are making a bit of a difference. Okay, so that was no effects or anything like that. There might be a few rattles in the room. It's the room, it's not the bass, and it's certainly not the amp as well. It's amazing how many comments and questions I get about what pitch these are. And it really is extraordinary to think of the scale or the size of this can get down to those lower pitches. And yeah, there's been massive improvements, developments in the mini bass world over the last few years. And Fana, in fairness to them, have been absolutely one of the innovators. Okay, so that's no pedals. Now, the reason I like showing these with pedals as well is because at the end of the day, they are passive instruments. And I've got a particular sound that I like, which is a little bit more bassy, a little bit drier. I'm not a fan of sort of drive and things like that. So I'm going to do what I just did at the beginning and put a couple of pedals on just to give you an idea. So first of all, without pedal. So with some pedals now, I'm using my Bass Preacher compressor, an Azure EQ, and my Behringer V-Tone BDI 21. I am very much looking forward to putting flat wounds on this, mind. So that is my new fretted Fana Pee-wee bass in this gorgeous lilac colour and maple, bird's eye maple neck with the lovely block inlays. Wow, I do absolutely love it. I will do a comparison with this and some of my other mini basses at some point, and with this and my fretless. I will be putting flat wound strings on here at some point, but I thought it best to do a proper little review to start with, as it came from South Africa. So there we are, my lovely new fretted Fana Pee-wee bass. Just under £700, but that's for the upgrades of this. My upgrades were double pickups with the electronics, another pick guard, a spare one, or a nice purple one, bird's eye maple fingerboard and neck as well. These basses do come with a case. It's a bit flimsy, but there is a case with it as well. So yeah, I am more than happy with this. Thank you very much, Fana Electric Ukuleles. You will be seeing a lot more of this in the future, I promise. I do hope you've enjoyed this video, maybe found it useful. If you'd like to support me here on the channel, I've got a Patreon page. I'll leave a link in the description below for that. As always, if you've got any comments or questions though, please feel free, leave them below. Give us a like if you've enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos. Thank you for watching.